Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction and review for Boku no Hero Academia Chapter 153, and once again this week the Fallen Angels translation isn't up, but the manga stream translations are up a day early, so we're doing this a day early. At least I hope. I hope this didn't take me so long to make that it's up on Thursday, but you know, it might be up Thursday morning. Either way, point is I'm reading the manga stream translation, so yeah. Last week we had more of the fight with Chisaki and Tagada, Mirio. Oh my god, why is my memory blanking out? And apparently Mirio lost his quirk. Not sure if it's going to be permanent or not. I'm sure there's probably some way to reverse it, but if not, it's pretty good writing either way. It was a really good chapter, a good fight and all, and now Izuku has shown up and we're going to move on into what comes next. But it seems like Chisaki's kind of gotten his ass kicked around a bit by Mirio, and though the others aren't really as strong in combat as Mirio, I would say, it'll be interesting to see where this goes. I think it's going to actually wrap up pretty quickly, depending on if Chronostasis shows whatever his quirk is, and they use that as an excuse for Chisaki to escape to just basically live to fight another day. We're either going to see that, or we're going to see them capture him pretty quickly, because I don't picture a way that this can be drawn out. Because if Izuku's here, that means Aizawa's going to be here too. All Aizawa has to do, look at Chisaki, his quirk is stopped, Izuku arrests him. So easily done. I can't see a way that this could be drawn out right now. Unless, like I said, he does make the escape via Chronostasis' power or something. But that is, even if that happens, that's not really going to be drawn out. It's just going to end this arc and we'll have to take down Chisaki another time. And I think it would be kind of cool if that happens, but I'll discuss all that afterward. It's been 2 minutes. Let's actually get into reading this thing. We got this jump cover here at first, a fierce heated battle. We see Izuku and Chisaki. Eri looking cute. I like the color scheme. Mirio as well, and then Night-Eye and Aizawa. And to the death at the bottom here. Okay, bunch of fan art because of course, manga stream. Okay, here we are. Deku and Co. after defeating Irinaka. It's great that this living labyrinth is over with, but as things stand, we've got no clue which way is which. At the very least, I was able to grasp the location of Eri's room, says Sir Night-Eye. Irinaka, hurry up and change all these messed up passages back to normal, says the police dude. And then Irinaka is just very pissed off, grunting. Hey, it's probably due to the effect of the drug wearing off, says Aizawa. The size of the area that he's normally able to enter and control is no more than that of a refrigerator, but if his quirk has been majorly boosted, it's not such an impossibility. Fat Gum's judgment was on the mark. Irinaka can no longer wield that level of power. But, lest we forget, Toga and Twice, the League of Villains is surely still lurking about here somewhere. That's a really nice panel there. Toga, Twice. I won't forgive those bastards, those goddamn traitors. Where are the other League members, says Sir Night-Eye. Hell if I know, but I'll find them, and when I do, I'll crack their skulls, damn it. In other words, there are only 2 in the vicinity, says Night-Eye. I don't get the sense that they're going to attack us, but just because they've betrayed the 8 precepts doesn't mean we can think of them as allies, say the police. The League of Villains are all on the national most wanted list. We the police cannot afford to simply ignore them. Mr. Aizawa, says Izuku. Not using your hero name here? What are you doing, Izuku? He is a racerhead right now. If we find out that the League also stands in the way of our objective, we are pulling out. What in the hell are you doing standing around and chatting, says Rocklock. Ignore him and press on. Just leave the League to the cops. Have you forgotten our top priority? I suppose that is the best course of action. Either way, someone has to stay behind and keep Irinaka restrained. Thanks to that little girlie, I won't be able to jump and prance around anytime soon. Catch my drift, then get those legs moving already. Ryuku's team and the rest of them up above, the officers who were separated from us down below, Sun Eater, Red Riot, Fat Gum, Lemillion. We've come this far already, haven't we? Just one last push. Think of what everyone went through to buy you time. Don't you dare waste it. And we see Aizawa, Izuku, and Night-Eye going on. And between the three of them, they should be able to easily handle Chisaki. I'll save her and make it out of here no matter what, Rocklock, says Izuku, running away. It's not like I was trying to talk smack to them because I wanted to put him down, he says. I've got a wife 4 years younger than me. He got all your genes and none of mine, she says, holding a baby. And at the end of last year, we finally got the kid we'd always dreamed of having. At the end of the day, UA doesn't mean squat. A kid's still a kid, so I had my concerns about him. But when you open the lid and see what's inside, what do you know? Every last one of them are fine heroes that put us adults to shame, damn it. No matter what, I'm gonna hold you to that, Deku. So he just wanted to, he was rough on them because he wanted to save Eddie so much. Okay, and you too, Night-Eye. You best take responsibility. And they're gone. At any rate, we've got to get out of this area too. What do you want to do now, Toga? Make out? Says Twice, whispering. I'd love to see Izuku all ragged and scruffy again, but there's something else I want to do just as much, she says. I want to make Overhaul scream and cry for his mommy. In that case, I'm fresh out of ideas, so lend me an ear. What is it? And then he whispers to her and she's laughing. Foo, nice thinking, Jin. I'm sure tomorrow will be quite pleased. Okay, so the League of Villains is still going to try to go after Chisaki. So they're probably going to try to take him down rather than the heroes. And real quick, what I was thinking is that even if Chisaki escaped, a big part of the story was that Chisaki was so haughty and he didn't want the Yakuza to be under the villains, but now all of his Yakuza are going to be taken out, so even if he does escape, he's going to have to come crawling to the Villain Alliance. And I think it would just be hilarious if he comes crawling to the Villain Alliance and Shigaraki's like, you know, we don't really need you. You don't have anything anymore. Why would we let you be part of our team? Just like completely humble and break down all of the arrogance that Chisaki had. I think that would be a great way to do it. And that could be part of what the plan is going in here with Twice and Toga. If Izuku and the others happen to run into Overhaul, regardless of the result, the battle between the heroes and the Yakuza will see its conclusion. Let's hope at the end of the battle, both the heroes and the Yakuza will be battered and bruised and bleeding. Okay, so their plans to pretty much take both of them out, which is reasonable for villains. We see Izuku busting through with Aizawa now. See, that's a nice spread. Okay, so Eddie's yelling, then we see Mirio, they're busting through the wall, Chisaki on the far left. We see both Mirio and Chisaki's faces reacting. Izuku punches Chisaki in the shoulder, it looks like. And that should be it. Chisaki goes flying, that should be it. He is done. Night-Eye, secure the girl, yells Aizawa. Two of his close aides, and another in a nearby room. And a beat-up Chisaki. The space has been closed off by a distorted-looking wall, and Mirio made it through all this on his own. She's behind me, he says, and he's bleeding from where he got stabbed before. Night-Eye catches both of them. Splendid. You were simply amazing, Mirio. And Chisaki starts slapping the ground with his hand. My quirk's been erased. I'm sick of these bastards. Thanks to Lemillion, they're cornered with nowhere to run, says Aizawa. Togata, now pick off where he left off and let him have it. Wake up already, Chrono. This is what's going to be going down, I guess. And then we see Aizawa senses something. Deku, and he starts to try to, he grabs his, the bandage things he uses, and some sort of arrow shoots out from that and cuts his bandage. Okay? And it cuts into his arm. Anyone cut by the minute hand will have their movement slowed. Okay, so of course it is time related, but he can't freeze time, it says. So the minute hand slows their movements. I had intended to skewer the two of you in one fell swoop, but you heroes are just too good. Hats off to you. That's an interesting power. Okay. It took him quite some time to wake up. Chrono had been incapacitated without a shred of doubt. Until that moment, he didn't even realize. In that instant, I repaired Chrono's head and healed his damage. Ah. Okay. I can't stop myself from blinking, thinks Aizawa as it's slowly going on. Chisaki! And Izuku's yelling going in. All of your efforts are worthless. And he creates all the spikes as Aizawa blinks. Alright. Then Izuku, everybody trying to avoid being skewered. I cannot, I will not allow my plans to be ruined by these damned heroes. Right, Nemoto? You don't want that either, do you? You would never want me to meet my end here. Nemoto, you have done truly well for me. I'm sure you of all people would be happy to die for my sake, wouldn't you? And he grabs his face. Yo. Lemillion, you really were stronger than me, that much was certain. But when all is said and done, it will be for naught. He destroyed both himself and his ally, and fused together with him. Now, you'll be returning Eri to me, a grotesque form that has fallen off the path of humanity. So pretty much he just fused himself with Nemoto. He took apart Nemoto and added his body parts to create extra body parts for himself. Crazy shit going on, but it's really, really cool. I love the art in this series. Okay, so that was great. Oh yeah, so he put one hand on his own face, one hand on Nemoto's face, and blew them both apart and fused them both together. And Nemoto's quirk was telling the truth, right? I wonder if he gets his quirk too, or making people tell the truth rather. Let's go back to page 1, discuss this. Oh wait, there's not going to be any Omake Corner here. If there is in the other translation, I might just record it and do a special video with just me reading the Omake Corner, but we'll see how things go. Okay, Fierce Heated Battle, or if it's up before I get this posted, I might just record it and then tack it on to the end of this video. We'll see. Let's discuss this a bit though. It was really good. I like seeing the flashback, discussing everything going on here. They still don't know what's going to go on with the League of Villains, which makes sense, and I'm glad it was sort of presented that way. How they got some information out of Irinaka with a bit of difficulty. Rocklock stays behind because of course he can't move, but I like seeing his backstory and the reason that he's doing all this, and his speech was great as well. Okay, so all of that was great, no complaints there. Then we see Toga and Twice are great, and I like that they still have their own plan to try to deal with both Chisaki and the heroes. But mostly they just want to take down Chisaki. Already said my predictions for that, and also no point in repeating myself, wasting your time. Mirio is just great. Okay, man, I loved everything about this chapter. It was really, really good. Chrono finally wakes up because he had been repaired. Aizawa got cut, and apparently anybody cut by the minute hand will be slowed, so I wonder what happens to people cut by the hour hand. That's interesting. Okay, maybe they'll be completely frozen, or maybe they'll speed up. Who knows? Okay, I cannot and will not allow my plan to be ruined by the damned heroes. Okay, and then he fuses himself with Nemoto, which his quirk is just all kinds of weird as hell. And it's all kinds of OP, really. Destruction and creation, one hell of a quirk. Alright, so I guess we're going to see his new form get its ass kicked again next week. Because again, even with this new form, I don't think he can stand up against Deku, Aizawa, and Night-Eye all at the same time. Especially we don't know when the, when the girls might come running in to help, because they probably defeated that guy outside by now, even though he was big and strong in the first line of defense. Or even when possibly Kirishima and Fat Gum could return with Rappa. Now, they would have to have some hella good first aid for Kirishima to be back up already, but I'm not ruling it completely out. And for Fat Gum, with a quirk like his, you could always just make the excuse that, hey, he ate a bunch of donuts and now he's back to a good amount of strength again. But either way, just a great chapter, and I can't see it leading to anything but good future chapters. So I enjoyed it. That's basically the gist of my thoughts here. Either way, if you like the video, I guess. Subscribe for more Boku no Hero Academia, both anime and manga. Sadly, the anime season is ending pretty soon, but then we'll just have to look forward to Season 3. Season 2's been so good. comment down there. Tell me what you thought of this chapter, what you thought of my thoughts and reaction and all that. Follow on Twitter if you want. I can try to keep you updated there and stuff for the channel. Or if you want a link to our Discord server, ask and I'll give you one. We can talk there. That's it. So thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you all next time.